I have to confess lately, I haven't felt confident being intimate with my wife. It's not because I love her any less. In fact, our bond is just as strong as ever. But my body, it doesn't respond the way it used to. Sometimes I try, I really do. But the thought, what if I can't do it, keeps creeping in, and everything fades. I know I'm not the only one. Many men over 60 quietly struggle with the same thing. But hardly anyone talks about it, because we're afraid of seeming weak, of losing pride, of being seen as past our prime. The truth is, this isn't about failure. It's not about losing your manhood. It's about the silent habits that slowly erode our sexual health without us even realizing. And today, I want to share with you 8 habits you should stop immediately if you want to hold on to your vitality, your intimacy, and the quiet fire that keeps love alive, even in your golden years. And if any part of what I just said sounds familiar to you, if you saw even a small reflection of yourself, or maybe your husband, your father, or a dear friend who's been pulling away without saying why, then please stay with me until the end of this video. Because somewhere in this conversation, you might find an answer, a new path forward, a reason to hope again, or maybe just a comforting thought that you're not alone in this. You don't have to suffer in silence. Together, we're going to face this gently, honestly, and with the respect it deserves. Let's start with the most common but overlooked issue, lack of movement. As we age, it's natural to slow down. We sit more, we rest more, and we tell ourselves we've earned it. But the truth is, the less we move, the more our body forgets how to respond, especially when it comes to intimacy. You see, a healthy erection is all about blood flow, and blood flow depends on how much we move. When we spend most of the day sitting, in front of the TV, reading, or just resting, our circulation slows down. And when blood doesn't reach the pelvic area efficiently, the response that once came so easily becomes weaker, slower, or sometimes doesn't happen at all. It's not about intense workouts. You don't need to run marathons, but gentle, consistent movement, like a daily walk, a few stretches, or simply standing and moving every hour, can literally bring life back to your body. Don't wait until things stop working. Just start small. Every step you take is a message to your body. I still care. I still want to feel alive. And trust me, your body will remember how to answer. Next, let's talk about something most men underestimate: skipping meals, especially breakfast. You might think, I'm not that hungry in the morning, or I'll just grab something later. But what we often don't realize is that our hormones, especially testosterone, rely heavily on steady fuel. Without it, your energy dips, your focus fades, and your sex drive quietly starts to slip away. Testosterone, the hormone that keeps you feeling strong, confident, and ready, is made in your body every single day. But to make it, your body needs nutrients, healthy fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals. No food, no fuel, no fire. And over time, this harmless habit of skipping meals can snowball into fatigue, low mood, and that frustrating sense of not feeling like yourself anymore. The good news? You don't need a fancy breakfast. Even a simple plate of eggs, oats, or a handful of nuts and fruit can be enough to kickstart your body and support your hormones. So tomorrow morning, before you skip that meal again, ask yourself, what if this small act of nourishment could help you reclaim a part of yourself you thought was fading? Because maybe it can. Now let's talk about something so simple, yet so overlooked: water. Many men don't drink enough of it. Not because they're careless, but because after a certain age, thirst doesn't feel as strong. You forget. You get busy. You think, I'll drink later. But inside, your body is quietly struggling. When you're dehydrated, your blood thickens, your circulation slows, and your body begins rationing its resources. Your brain gets foggy. Your energy fades. And yes, your sexual function takes a hit too. Did you know that even mild dehydration can reduce semen volume, lower testosterone production, and make it harder for your body to perform? Less fluid means less blood flow. Less blood flow means, well, you already know. But here's the fix, and it's easier than you think. Keep a bottle of water next to you. Sip throughout the day. not just when you feel thirsty. Hydrating consistently helps you stay sharp, energized, and more responsive, not just in your mind, but in your body. So the next time things don't kick in like they used to, ask yourself, have I even given my body what it needs to show up for me? Start with water. It may be the most powerful medicine you're forgetting. Let's get honest about food, the comfort kind. The salty, the sweet, the fried. We all enjoy a little indulgence now and then. But when now and then becomes every day, the body starts paying a quiet price. Not just around your waistline, but in places you'd never expect. See, every time you eat a meal loaded with sugar, fried fats, or processed ingredients, your blood vessels take a hit. They stiffen. They narrow. They build up plaque. And the tiniest, most sensitive vessels, like the ones supplying blood to your penis, are often the first to suffer. Less blood means weaker erections. It's that simple. It doesn't mean you can never enjoy your favorite dish again, but it does mean being mindful of how often and how much you rely on those foods for comfort. The fix: start replacing, not restricting. Swap chips for a handful of almonds. Try grilled over fried. Add color to your plate: berries, greens, olive oil, fish. These small changes don't just support your heart, they reawaken performance where you may have thought it was lost. Because what you feed your body is exactly what your body gives back to you. Now let's talk about something we often sacrifice without thinking: sleep. You stay up late, watching TV, scrolling your phone, or simply lying awake with thoughts spinning in your head. You tell yourself, I'm used to it. But inside, your body is quietly falling behind. Sleep isn't just rest, it's recovery. It's the time your body repairs tissue, resets your nervous system, and most importantly for men, produces testosterone. In fact, the majority of your daily testosterone is made while you're in deep sleep. So when you cut sleep short or suffer poor quality rest, it's like turning off the factory that fuels your energy, your confidence, and your sexual performance. Low testosterone doesn't just make you tired. It makes your sex drive fade. It affects your erections. It even shifts your mood and sense of self-worth. But here's the beauty. Good sleep is within reach. Create a calm space. Turn off screens early. Keep the room cool, quiet, and dark. Stick to a sleep schedule. Let your body trust the rhythm again, because the strength you missed during the day might simply be waiting for you in the hours you never let yourself fully rest. Let's talk about flexibility, not just in your muscles, but in your ability to show up fully when it matters most. As men get older, stretching and mobility exercises often fall off the radar. We think, I'm not trying to do yoga, or I just need to be strong, not bendy. But here's the surprising truth. Flexibility directly affects your performance in the bedroom. When your hips, back, or pelvis are tight, blood doesn't flow as easily. You lose range of motion, and more importantly, you lose physical confidence. It becomes harder to move naturally, hold positions comfortably, or even stay engaged when your body feels stiff or strained. And the tension doesn't just live in your muscles. It travels up into your mind, making you feel restricted, limited, disconnected. The solution? Gentle daily movement. You don't need to be an athlete. Just stretch your hips, loosen your lower back, try light lunges, or even simple floor movements. Over time, your body will respond with more ease, more control, and more presence. Because in intimacy, freedom of movement is freedom of expression. And when your body feels open, your connection deepens too. Moving forward to face something many of us avoid: regular checkups. We say, I feel fine, or I don't like hospitals. We put it off month after month, year after year, until one day, things aren't fine. And by then, it's harder to fix than it ever had to be. When it comes to your sexual health, ignoring your body is like turning off the warning lights on a dashboard. Testosterone might be dropping. Blood sugar might be creeping up. Your blood pressure, cholesterol, or prostate might be quietly changing, all without symptoms at first. And what seems like just aging, low desire, weak erections, fatigue, might actually be something treatable. That's why a simple checkup isn't just about finding problems. It's about staying ahead of them, catching imbalances early, monitoring your hormones, keeping your engine running before it breaks down. You don't need to wait for a crisis. You just need to respect the machine that's carried you this far and give it the maintenance it deserves. Because showing up for yourself at the doctor's office may be the first step in showing up better everywhere else. Finally, let's talk about what might be the most powerful and most invisible threat of all, your mindset. You might not see it in the mirror, but the way you speak to yourself, the quiet doubts, the buried shame, the constant stress, they don't just affect your mood. They affect your hormones, your blood flow, your drive, your desire to even try. A negative mindset tightens your body, blocks energy, and sends a message. Why bother? And over time, that message becomes a reality. You stop feeling curious. You stop initiating. Not because you don't care, but because something deep inside has convinced you that your best days are behind you. But they're not. Science shows that chronic stress increases cortisol, which suppresses testosterone and restricts circulation, two of the key ingredients for intimacy. On the flip side, gratitude, connection, laughter, and emotional support all help restore balance, not just to your mind, but to your body. So today, if you've been hard on yourself, take a breath, forgive the past, and tell yourself this: I'm still here. I still matter. I still deserve to feel love and pleasure in this body. So now you've heard it all. 8 quiet habits that could be slowly stealing your strength, your energy, and yes, your intimacy. Maybe you recognized a few of them in your own life. Maybe more than a few. But here's the most important part. It's not too late. Not to change. Not to feel strong again. Not to reconnect with yourself and with the one you love. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to do everything all at once. Just start small. Take a walk. Drink more water. Stretch in the morning. Eat one cleaner meal. Turn off the TV a little earlier. Book that checkup you've been avoiding. Because every small act of care is a message to your body. I haven't given up on you. And I won't. And trust me, your body will listen. Backhand index pointing right if this message touched something in you. I invite you to leave a comment. Share what habit you're going to work on first. Or share your story. You never know who it might help. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone you care about. Because after 60, 70, or even 80, your best days don't have to be behind you. Sometimes they begin the moment you decide to show up for yourself again.